I do want to get your insights on what you're seeing on your store shelves where prices and inflation are concerned.
Yeah, it's good to be back, and good morning. We're seeing it. I mean, everything that you've read is what we are seeing as well. Honestly, by June, we had already had the same number of cost increase requests from manufacturers that we got in the whole of 2020, and it just seems to continue to accelerate. Of course, we run it through our, our commodity strategy team to make sure that the costs are warranted. Anywhere we can push back, we always do, and anywhere we can absorb the cost for customers, we try to do that as well. But honestly, everything continues to get more expensive right now.
So if everything's continuing to get more expensive, where can consumers in the grocery stores expect to feel the pinch of higher prices? Or, since sometimes, especially where packaged food is concerned, it's not always higher prices, but smaller quantities, where are you seeing those biggest pain points?
Yeah, right now, as we talk today, it's really in meat. I mean, cattle costs have gone up 20% versus last year. And so we're seeing about 8% inflation right now inside of the meat category specifically. The good news is, as I think about Thanksgiving, like we already ordered all of our turkeys back in February. So we're feeling good about supply there. But if you're more into beef, you're going to probably see that. You're going to see that also in the seafood case a little bit more than you did, like on stone crabs and claws and everything like that in those different spots. Where you won't necessarily see it and where we're most proud is probably in fresh produce. And if I think about fruit and veg and all the local growers that we have, you don't have those shipping costs. You don't have some of the other things. And that's why that department is so important to the giant company.
Yeah, I realize that you're doing what you can to mitigate those costs and absorb them and not push them onto consumers. But where it is unpreventable or inevitable, how sticky is it when you do see price increases go out onto store shelves?
Yeah, I mean, customers are very well aware. I mean, it's publicized all over the place. And I think they've appreciated us for the last 98 years. We've done everything we can to hold costs back. So we have not passed everything on. We've actually absorbed as many of them as we can. We've also stayed very promotional. Our customers enjoy, being able to get online deals, in-flyer deals, and everything else. So we haven't stopped promoting. We haven't done things to help them save money. Our loyalty program is very valuable right now. We have 105 gas stations, and so, fuel rewards is actually quite good with the increase in fuel costs also.
If you could cite, Nicholas, one factor across your different product lines that your vendors are citing to you as a reason for higher costs, what would it be?
In the past, it was all about the input costs, like all of the raw materials. Those are probably peaking out based on what we're seeing from our economists. But it's really transportation. Fuel, diesel is up 34% versus a year ago. If you look at the cost of containers, and you just covered it a moment ago, how many are out in port, but look at how long it takes to get over. Look at the cost of those. I mean, we have one manufacturer last week that told us they actually got a plane to go out and get some film for their product and flew it over because they couldn't get through the borders. I mean, honestly, the whole food industry is doing everything that they can right now just to get product. And in a lot of cases, that is creating more costs than what we would want to see otherwise.
In terms of foot traffic into the stores, are you seeing across your different markets, are you seeing more of a normalization in terms of people coming into the stores? Or has there been more of a secular shift towards e-commerce type of deliveries?
I mean, e-commerce has been growing for us for many years. We're fortunate to have one of the first online grocery stores in the country with Peapod. And so as I look at our channel split right now, we're still seeing a lot of growth in pickup. We're seeing growth in delivery. Last week, partnering with Instacart, we announced 30-minute delivery, so that's already picking up as well. But I see a good spread, actually. If I look at retail foot traffic, regardless of what the format is, people are just shopping a lot more. And they have to, because if I look at quick-serve restaurants, if I look at the more gourmet restaurants, you don't have the optionality still that once existed. And I think one of the positives that came out of this pandemic is a lot of families enjoyed cooking together and discovered how much fun that is and how much healthier they can actually be by controlling portions and using better ingredients.